Good morning, my name's Bob Foster and it's Monday the 18th of April. I'd like to talk to you briefly about Traffic Monsoon. Bit of background as to what Traffic Monsoon is. There's been a situation with PayPal which I'll briefly overview. Then I'd like to have a look at my performance this week, how to buy an ad pack, how to surf your 10 ads, and finally cash links. And if you'd like any information, my name's Bob Foster and my email address is bobfm12381@gmail.com. So let's start with the beginning. At the beginning, I'm going to use a spreadsheet just to explain the background and the situation with regard to PayPal and performance. So, spreadsheet. I keep the spreadsheet. When I started on the 1st of May, I thought I'd keep a record of exactly what was happening so I could follow what was going on and share it with anybody. So, firstly, Traffic Monsoon. Traffic Monsoon is a traffic exchange company. And by that I mean it buys traffic on your behalf and sends that traffic to your website for whatever cost it happens to be. In addition to that, there's a package called an ad pack with sharing, and each ad pack with sharing costs $50. And what do you get for your $50? 20 pay-per-click banner credits, 1,000 traffic exchange credits, and what interested me was a share of the revenue of the organization. And so typically your $50 will become worth $55 in somewhere between 45 and 55 days as an approximation. Which means that in essence, at the end of the period, your $50 is going to be worth $55, and it will earn you about $1 a day. And what you need to do to get that? All you need to do is to click 10 ads per day, which takes about 5 or 6 minutes. So that briefly is the situation with regard to Traffic Monsoon. I mentioned PayPal. We have the PayPal used to be, when Traffic Monsoon first opened back in October of 2013, PayPal was one of the three payment processors, and they continue to ask for more and more information to double check Traffic Monsoon, etc. And we're quite happy with it. In sort of October, November of last year, appointed a PayPal account manager, and then completely out of the blue, in February of this year, they determined that because we were growing too quickly, that we were too much for risk, and so therefore they've frozen our account and frozen $62 million inside Traffic Monsoon's PayPal account on the basis that it's their 180-day price guarantee. So we're fighting it, and Charles Goville, the owner, has engaged a top lawyer in the States. But the consequence for all of this is that we have pre-11th of February and post-12th of February packs. So some are frozen, the pre-ones, and others are acting normally. But personally, what I've done is I've continued to purchase packs and encourage people to open an account by using Payzer or STP, as we'll see in a second. So that's the situation with regard to PayPal. So how have I performed this week? These columns here, F and G, show the total number of packs that I bought using my own money. So I bought 46 packs at $50 each, which is $2,300. The green columns, in addition to those ones that I bought, I have acquired packs from earnings of an additional 2,144, giving me a grand total of 2,190 packs. However, under expired, 1,254 have expired, meaning that I've got 936 active packs, of which 86 are active and 850 are pending under the PayPal scenario. Cash in the blue column, I've got $68 cash active, and I've got $58 cash that is frozen under the PayPal scenario. And since starting, I've earned just over $18,000 worth of commission, $92,000 worth grand from the total sharing, and therefore over $111,000. Never believed it. Here, May of last year, getting towards a year, $111,000. And I've withdrawn $4,250. So in other words, I've got all of my original purchasing costs back and a profit of $2,000, and I've got a whole lot of potential here. And this week I earned $1,100, and last week it was $600, and the week before $700. So you can see there's a regular sort of $600 to $700 coming in, which is great news. So we've talked about Traffic Monsoon PayPal. My plan by the end of July is to have 1,000 ad packs, which would enable me to withdraw $100 a day as a wage, i.e. $700 a week, which is just short of £500 a week, and also have a holiday in August. Clearly this is my performance. Your performance will be determined by your own particular strategy and effort, and this in no way constitutes investment advice, because Traffic Monsoon is a company that trades internet traffic, not an investment company. So please, if you do decide to join, just please ensure that you only use funds that you could afford to lose. So that briefly covers the situation where we've seen the background about Traffic Monsoon, discussed the situation on PayPal, and performance this week. So let me now go onto my own site and we'll look at buying ad packs, surfing 10 ads, and cash links. So here we go, if I can get it. Here we go. That's it. So this is my back office. That's my back office. So looking firstly at buying ad packs. In the middle here you can see, in terms of buying ad packs. So if you would like to buy an ad pack, all you do is you go up here, buy ad packs with sharing, click. You'll need a banner if you don't already have one, and so I have a number of banners, so I'll select that one. And how many packs would I like to buy? 1. And the source of the funds, I could use my balance, and so I could use $50 of my balance, which is what I'll do, or there's a credit card gateway, or Payzer, or STP. So I'm going to choose my balance, preview, just double check it, yeah, that's one, no charges, that's it, fine, pay now, are you sure? Yep. Result, and back to my account just to double check, and there it was. So it was 86 and is now 87, so that's one more additional ad pack. So that's how easy it is to buy an ad pack. The second thing is surfing, and in the middle here you'll see that I've done this earlier this morning. You'll qualify for clicking 10 ads until 19th of April 044 AM. So all you'd need to do in terms of surfing, and it gives you a countdown timer there of 22 hours left, just click start surfing, and what will automatically come up is an advert and also a countdown timer, which goes from 20 seconds down to 0. And once it gets to 0, 5 images will come across the top, 2 of which will be the same, and all you need to do is to click one or other of those 2 same images, and that will then give you the option of going to the next site to view. So you don't have to go and look for a site. So here are the 5 images, that one and that one are the same. Click that one, for example. I could have clicked the other one. It says next site, back to account, buy credits, and watch what happens when I click next site down there. So next site, next ad comes up, and it shows that I've viewed 1 ad so far this session. So all you need to do is to do that 10 times a day, and that's it, and that qualifies you for a share in the revenue of the company and the organization. So again, it'll come down here from 20 down to 0, 5 images, 2 of which will be the same. So that one and that one are the same. So if I click them, and then I would just do the next site, but I think hopefully that's fairly self-explanatory. So I'll go back, and you just keep doing that until that showed 10 ads. So I'll just go back to my account. So that's how easy it is to surf your 10 ads. And finally, in the middle here, there's something called cash links. So if we click here, go to cash links. These are individual advertisers who are going to pay you to view their site. And as you can see, they're different coloured ones. So these ones are 0.001 of a dollar, i.e. a tenth of a cent. This one is 1 cent, and you can see there are a whole host of 1 cents available. You don't have to buy anything. So there's no risk whatsoever doing this. So we'll just click the first one. What again comes up as a countdown timer. This time it's from 30 seconds down to 0, and obviously the advert that's being advertised itself down here. And once you get to the end of this 30 seconds, what will come up is 3 or 4 numbers that you need to type into this box here. So this is incredibly easy. It's absolutely completely risk-free, and is great to share with them. So if you have somebody who joins as a result of your intervention, then you would if they did this, you would share as well. So there's the 3 numbers, 461. Click credit, and it has been credited. Wasn't that easy? Great. So in summary, so those are the cash links. So let me just go back to the summary. So in summary, what we've seen is Traffic Monsoon, background, situation with PayPal, performance so far this week. So I've made $700 this week. How to buy an ad pack, how to surf your 10 ads, and finally what the cash links are. So if you'd like any further information, my name's Bob Foster, bobfm12381@gmail.com. So many thanks indeed for listening, and hope you have a good day. Thanks.